Good morning. Good morning. It's Tuesday. It's 3:55 a.m. I'm on my way to the gym. I've devised that I am going to do something a little bit different at the gym today. I seen this. It looks kind of like it looks like a hybrid, and if anybody knows what it is, between an elliptical and a stair climber. And I think I'm gonna actually challenge that for a while, change it up, get out of my comfort zone of what it is that I'm doing. It's funny how life evolves. It really is. Because my new excitement today is, and I happened to see this machine as I was on the stationary bike. This guy was on it, and I was really intrigued. And typically, when I become really intrigued, I typically want to change and try that out. But it's funny how life continues to keep throwing different little events to challenge you, different little events to keep you in high spirits. I am I am amazed at the fact of anyone who can stay in a continuous motion of the same dread, fear, discontentment, doubt, anger. I am absolutely amazed at anybody that can do that. My outlook on life is 360. And as funny as it is I would always think that it was the biggest joke that my grandmother was always going to church. And it was for what I know now, is that even though the Bible stays the same and the words that are written in it stay, it's not like they rewrite a version of it every Sunday. It's the same book. It's always been the same book. Uh, some of you theologians might think something different, but it's always been the same book. It's because the mind, the faith becomes deeper, the faith becomes more embedded and rooted, and you go back because you've learned something that week that has propelled you to understand another verse differently than the first time you read it. It's amazing. It's amazing how I can continuously keep my mind open to different things that propel me forward and that gives life a whole new meaning versus staying stagnant in the same position. I'll tell you this, me and my wife's conversations may always be the same, but they're always about growth. They're always about us going forward. They're always about us breaking old habits and moving into new ventures and going into different levels of life and expanding our mind past today to look at our future, to future plan. I explained to her yesterday, I said, if we do die tomorrow, well, that's fine, because we're not going to be in heaven complaining about what it is that we left down here. But in the event that we do manage to make it to 80, 90, 100, and we didn't plan today, God forbid what that future may look like. I've seen some of those people handing me my iced tea out the window at McDonald's. I've seen some of those people greet me as I walk into the door of Walmart, because one way, shape, or form, they did not prepare properly. So therefore, that is the future, and that's what it holds for them at the current moment. I want to make sure that I'm in more control of that, and I know for a fact that that is possible. I am absolutely, sorry, I needed that. I am absolutely amazed. I am absolutely amazed that I can read the same book over and over again and catch a new meaning behind it. Find a new method to apply towards what it is that I am wanting. To understand a new law of nature, a new law of how this thing called life works. And how when you implement these laws, the same laws that defy, or the same laws that say gravity says that you must stay down. The same way that when you start learning these laws and these ways of how things work, that it becomes to give it starts to give you more fulfillment inside of your life. I'm a firm believer that if you want to know the truth, if you seek hard enough and long enough, you'll find it. It will come to you, and if you are determined to get out of the state of mind or the position that you're in, it will. But I've noticed that it's easier to complain about it. And for me, that's not easy, because I much rather take responsibility to claim than to complain about my situation, because I know there's more power in taking responsibility. Because when you take responsibility, you're able to move forward and start looking for a solution. When you start blaming and complaining, you remove any responsibility for yourself. Therefore, you're not looking within to find out who did it. See, I much rather take the responsibility and the blame, look within, either confirm that I'm the person who did it or confirm that I am not the person that did it. But either way, I've checked myself first. I am absolutely amazed. I am absolutely amazed that I am firmly under the belief that I can live the next 50, 60 years and completely learn something brand new every single day. And never have to repeat something that I do not want to repeat if I just check myself. If I just become in line with myself. If I just become disciplined within myself, if I take responsibility for myself, if I take responsibility for what I think, I see, I do, I act upon, then I can learn something every single day and never have to repeat something that I do not want to repeat. Something that may have adversely affected me, I do not have to repeat. It is amazing how every single day you have a multitude of options to propel you and guide you and lead you in a direction that could put you in a position that you want to be in versus putting you in a position that you feel like you have to be in. Whether it be financially, spiritually, mentally, whatever the case may be. See, what a lot of people may know about me is I am somewhat arrogant. I am arrogant in a way that I've been through things legitimately that people can't go through. You can't. I was just talking to somebody earlier about even the error that we grew up in. Even though it wasn't as hard as other errors, it was hard because it was the error that I grew up in. It's harder than this error. This error may be an error of cyberbullying or, if you don't have the right clothes on, it may be that error. But the error I grew up in and the things I had to endure give me that mentality of pull yourself up by your bootstrap. But it absolutely amazes me that still to this day, and I would have thought not too long ago, that what you see is what you get. But little do I know, as I continually grow and I continually have faith and I continually seek the truth, that there's more hidden secrets and truths and values that if given the right time and effort, you can seek them and they'll put you in a position in life that you could have never believed in. I'm excited about today. I'm excited because I'm excited about implementing, not only working out at my new machine at the gym, but I'm excited also about implementing a new system that can show me some more truth about what life is really about versus what I was raised to believe life is about. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? The biggest mystery in the world is, how does the rich person and the poor person have the exact same amount of time, but yet the rich person managed to do so much more with that time that they have to accumulate the wishes and the goals and the dreams that they want out of life, but yet the poor person steadily has the same time, finds themselves in a disadvantage? Could it be because they complain more? Could it be because they reject the fact that it is them that's making the error? Could be. God bless. Have a wonderful day. There's so many things to keep your mind enthusiastic about life, but there's going to be some sacrifice. Sacrifice may come in the form of having to distance yourself from somebody. Sacrifice may come in the form of having to go without. If you spend $5 a day eating out, maybe if you save that $5 every single day, that's $25 a week. That's $50 every 2 weeks. That's $100 a month. That's $1,200 a year. That's $2,400 every 2 years. That's $4,800 in 4 years. $4,800 inside the bank, compounded at 1.52%. Over 25 years is your vacation around the world. Got to start being forward thinking. Stop tricking yourself into believing that tomorrow's not promised. Yeah, but what if you actually make it to tomorrow? Nobody says stop living. Just plan your day better. You don't have to live reckless. You can live happy. Plan your day better. Because the real joy in life is actually the learning process. That's it.